My name is Linda Rytledal. I am the institutional coordinator at NHH here in Bergen. And it is my pleasure to welcome you to this webinar for the Think Tank 2024 that will take place here in Bergen. And as you know, the think tank is an initiative of the ENGAGE.EU Alliance. This particular think tank will be funded through our ENGAGE.EU R&I Research and Innovation Project. And the topic that we have selected is leading the green transition, advancing research for sustainable value creation. Now, ENGAGE, as you hopefully know, is an alliance of leading European universities in business. Sorry?
Sorry, I just go back again, please.
That's okay. Of leading institutions in Europe in the fields of business, economics, and social sciences. And we work together to inform and enable European citizens, our students and researchers, to have the tools, skills they need to tackle the great societal challenges. So we will present this think tank in the webinar. Hopefully motivate you all to apply if you have not already done so. And first, Axel will go through the research agenda of the think tank, and then we'll come back to the practicalities afterwards. And since we are recording, we'll do questions towards the end. Now, the think tank is a conference that has had 2 iterations so far, one in Mannheim last year on digitalization and one in Toulouse this year on gender and equality that have been quite successful. And we hope that also this think tank can be a space for researchers to connect and provide a forum for good academic exchange between the partner institutions. And since our work also involves extensive connections to the network and regional ecosystems outside of our institutions, there will also be involvement from leading industry and policy experts. Very good. I think I will then give the floor to you, Axel.
Yeah, thank you, Linda, and thanks for to all of you for joining. This is a bit of an experiment, and very happy to see so many here. My name is Axel Mjøs. I'm head of the finance department and at the school. I'm also on the side head of the Norwegian government's Nature Risk Commission. So yes, I do have an interest in sustainable finance and sustainability as such. So what is then the think tank? And I think Linda already said the overarching topic, that's leading the green transition, advancing research for sustainable value creation. Together for Sustainable Value Creation is the mission statement of our business school. So again, for us, this was the obvious choice of subject to go into. And as Linda said, ENGAGE.EU, that's an alliance that aims to make us better in addressing current and future societal challenges. And in a way, the think tank, what we're doing here is somewhere between a workshop and a conference and a bit of both. And the idea is to create an arena for intensive academic exchange. Also that we will have interaction with industry and policy experts. And the idea and the objective is really that for the participants, they should be able to mutually involve in new research collaboration, launch new projects, papers, maybe funding applications, in any way that this should be an effective way of advancing one's research. So it happens in March, 11th to the 15th of March next year, so it's not far out. Deadline is 1st of November to apply. Linda will get back to the details after me, so it's not so far out. So again, what we will do is the following. We will As I said, the objective is that one should have new research partnerships with international faculty from the ENGAGE.EU universities. So, I mean, one of the great opportunities and rewards in our profession is to work together with people from any space into areas we think are interesting. So again, here, meeting new potential partners is an important part of the value. Then we will have joint keynotes and seminars on common topics. As I said, I'm chairing the Nature Risk Commission. Nature is something which is increasingly focused on in any sustainability research and education. So that could be one of these. Then we will have specialized workshops with researchers within your own field. And then we are at NHH with a lot of fun people and faculty here, and we are in an interesting city, Bergen. So again, it's any opportunity also for wider networking as such. So if we take a start on sustainable value creation, what tracks and what fields are we thinking about? The first one is sustainable business. And again, then we're thinking with this headline to explore how companies can integrate sustainability into their strategies, operations, and business models, either being sustainable in what they do or making a business out of being sustainable. It relates to sustainable consumption, and that they're sort of addressing circular economy issues, sustainability management, how to do it, how to handle dilemmas, etc., and the wider and more traditional corporate responsibility and accountability. But again, the success of this think tank is the people who will attend, and it's more important that we get engaged people that are somewhere within the sustainable business concept, and that they then meet and work together, than that we are exactly on topic from this list. So this list is more like an example. Then the area where I have most experience in terms of sustainable finance, and the finance track will focus on various aspects of sustainable finance, like green investments, impact investing, corporate social responsibility, climate risk and the implications, biodiversity, sustainable financial instruments, how to integrate ESG concerns in investment decisions. And then, I mean, research can be in many directions here in terms of the corporate perspective and sustainability practices and impact on valuation for that sake, investor behavior and decision making. How do you manage a portfolio reflecting sustainability? Sustainable financial innovation. I mean, sustainability linked loans is sort of one example there. Policy and regulation. This is a field with a lot of initiatives there and issues there. But again, sustainable finance is the headline, and what we fill it with depends on what the participants are bringing to the table. Finally, all of this is connected to sustainability reporting, which is designed for researchers in the field of accounting who are interested in exploring the critical role of sustainability reporting in modern business practices. So again, we're talking about issues like sustainability reporting frameworks. I mean, there are numbers of them. It hasn't converged yet. There are a lot of issues in that space. Methodologies when it comes to reporting in general, and also obviously the issue of greenwashing, etc. The overall challenge faced by organizations in communicating their ESG performance in a credible way. And as always in accounting, also looking at the effect of reporting on stock prices. But again, sustainability reporting can include a number of approaches, and the objective is to create a group of researchers which will benefit from mutual exchange of own initiatives and responding to the others. So, as I think I've already said, we will follow this, we'll organize this think tank around 3 research tracks. That's half of it. The other half is joint. And the success is then dependent on how participants are contribute, how they match in terms of co-working effectively, not necessarily co-authoring, but sharing ideas on relevant, important, and eventually publishable research questions. And the idea is then that we will select and create a group of researchers so that they have sufficiently shared research interest, and then they will mutually benefit from interacting and stimulating, challenging, and taking each other forward. Then sustainability is a broad field, and we firmly believe that sustainability-related research benefits from a wider perspective, and then we will have keynotes and gatherings where people from all the 3 tracks will meet and sort of have joint discussions and joint benefits from that. So, as Linda already said in the opening, we will also connect with industry and society. And at the end of this week, we have the annual Bergen Climate Festival. You see the Norwegian text first, but it means warmer, wetter, wilder. And I mean, as soon as you start talking about climate risk and the impact of warmer climates, then these things are important. And it's a big event, 3,000 audience members, and a lot of events going on. And we will have some events together with them, and some that you can have the opportunity to join. This will be on the Thursday and the Friday of the week. So it's early days, and again, the design will also depend a bit on who apply here. But broadly speaking, the draft overview is that you will arrive on the Monday evening for a welcome dinner. Then there will be an opening by the rector of the school and sort of setting the stage. On the Tuesday, we will have a keynote on common subjects that will be important for all tracks, and also related Q&A. And then in the afternoon, we will separate the participants by tracks and fields, so that there will probably be one group on sustainable business, one on sustainable finance, and one on sustainability reporting. We follow the same pattern for the Wednesday, plenary sessions before lunch and workshops by tracks after lunch. On the Thursday, there will be a more popular lecture, which is also open for the participants at the festival. Then the same workshops in the afternoon, and then there will be an evening. In the evening, there will be a closing dinner together with a joint event together with the festival and a speaker with them. And then Friday, we will have again a joint event together with the Climate Festival and the local Climate Foundation, which is a foundation which is, they have a very strong position nationally in communicating climate-related issues. This will happen in town. I mean, our business school is located like 15 minutes bus ride from the very center of this still small city. And then after lunch, we say goodbye. So that's the broad outline. And then back to you, Linda. And the first question is, would you like to add anything to this program description?
No, that's very good. Thank you so much. I think my only thing to add would be that the people paying close attention would see that our Crown Prince was in the picture from the Climate Festival. He attended last year, so it's quite a high level event.
It's probably more famous here than elsewhere, Linda,
yeah,
but still.
I guess. Thank you. Very good. Now going into more of the practicalities, and to start with, I guess all of you are here because you're interested in this event, and just to start with, who should apply to this? Axel has outlined the research fields, but the main important thing for applying is that you are a researcher affiliated with one of the ENGAGE.EU partners and that you are interested in exploring topics related to the overall topic and these 3 tracks. And the details are in the call for applications. But when you submit your application, we will look at your sort of general research interest, how you fit into the track, and then based on the total composition of the group. Because we do also want researchers who are interested in develop their expertise in their field of research and who are also interested in a collaborative dialogue about these things. And the scope is anywhere you have to have completed your PhD, so from postdoc and onwards. We think it would be particularly relevant for early stage researchers to expand their network in this way, but anyone is very welcome. Very good. And once you have made sure that you are among the applicants, the next step is to make sure that you know what it means to be part of the think tank. The participants who have been selected will be asked to participate in some digital preparatory sessions in January or February. These are still under development, but the goal is to start discussing and exploring the common themes before we come to Bergen, so that a lot of the sort of introductory things have already been done. And we do want participants to stay in Bergen for the full week and take part in all the activities and to be open to exchanging ideas and interact with the think tank participants. And of course, since we are within this kind of project and also with EU funding, the outcomes are important in and of themselves. So participants should be interested in continuing the collaboration, looking at grant proposals together or joint publications or similar. Very good. Now, in order to
tell me if I'm going too fast enough, but this,
no, that's good. Thank you.
Here now.
Now, the application itself has 2 parts. The first one is an online application form where the link is in the call and also on the website. But in addition to submitting that form, you also have to submit a brief CV to the think tank contact point at your institution. And the contact is listed both in the call and on the website. And we do this because the first processing of applications is done locally. If you are selected to participate, you will be asked to submit a paper outline or your research questions before the event in connection with these pre-meetings. And as Axel said, the application deadline is November 1st. And we expect to inform the participants who have been selected in early December is the timeline there. So first, the partner selects, and then, well, that's actually on the next slide. You can step forward, Axel. Very good. So the partner institutions do the pre-selection, sending a recommendation to the selection committee, who is made up of the vice presidents for research from all partner institutions. And they will look at the applications or the applicants' demonstrated high quality research potential and the interest that you have in this collaborative research. They also looked for an established interest in and relevance for research within the theme of the think tank and the research tracks, and make sure that there are relevant research ideas for future research or ongoing papers in this. And we also look for participants who have a potential for contribution to ENGAGE.EU's mission, so that, well, it basically just sums up that what you do has to be relevant also to ENGAGE. And we will, to a certain point, also look at cohort composition, which is mainly actually connected to funding for the institutions. You have a certain number of applications or a certain number of participants to send. But of course, you also want a good disciplinary balance, as well as complementarity or research interests to fill out the 3 tracks.
Just a quick comment there. I think the fun here is when we are able to create groups of people that stimulate each other. So that's sort of the objective for how to make these cohort group, these track groups and do the selections there, and we'll just do our best.
Absolutely. And then finally, and a little bit of practical information, as Axel said, these are early days, so we are working on the details here, but the things that are clear is that participants will need to arrange their own travel when they have been selected. We will actually cover the accommodation in a hotel not too far from campus. And once you get the confirmation that you have been selected, you have to make your own reservation at this hotel so that they get your details. But we will send an information email with all these practical points with the select participants after the mid-December deadline. So that should all be fine.
Was that it?
I think that's it for the presentation.
Some marketing, some pure marketing.
Oh, very good.